You may have heard of the Illuminati before. This shadowy organization is said to control almost everything from behind the scenes, from being a part of the New World Order to helping a secret race of lizard people take over the world. In fact, they're somehow even involved with Beyonce and Jay-Z. There are certainly a lot of conspiracy theories involving the Illuminati, some more believable than perhaps we'd like to admit, and some of them are clearly just plain fiction. All of them are interesting, however, just like the history of the Illuminati itself. Once upon a time, the Illuminati were a real organization. The Bavarian Illuminati existed for a relatively brief time, between 1776 to 1785. The organization was founded by Adam Weishaupt. Now, this version of the Illuminati wasn't quite the all-powerful force that we think of the modern Illuminati as being. For starters, they didn't have members all over the globe. The original Bavarian Illuminati was quite a small group, with only 2,500 members at its absolute peak. Also, true to the period of time that it existed in, it was actually quite discriminatory. Only rich white men aged 18 to 30 were encouraged to join. The men should be Christian, and they should be willing to follow orders and learn. There were some similarities between the Bavarian Illuminati and our idea of the Illuminati today, however. They had a lot of strange rituals and rankings. They had symbols like the owl, and as well as a membership hierarchy with odd names like Illuminated Mineral. They also had a plan to control the world, or at least influence the political systems within it. That was the main goal of the Bavarian Illuminati, to spread their enlightened ideas to the important political leaders of the time and spark some kind of change. In their own words, the order of the day is to put an end to the machinations of the purveyors of injustice, to control them without dominating them. Essentially, that means they wanted to get rid of the monarchy's complete control over people and create a freer and just society. But they didn't necessarily want to run the society themselves. In a way, the Bavarian Illuminati could be viewed as revolutionaries. So, what happened to the Bavarian Illuminati? Why did they disappear after such a short time? Well, historically, the Illuminati are gone because they were destroyed in 1785 by the Duke of Bavaria, Karl Theodor. Secret societies were banned by him, with severe punishment for anyone who was a member, so the Illuminati disappeared. Right? Well, perhaps not. Just because the Illuminati no longer officially exists, doesn't mean people still don't believe that the group is still out there, controlling everything in the world in some way or another. Some historians believe that the Illuminati helped to get the French Revolution underway, and that they live on as an underground group. However, even if the Illuminati did continue in secret, they were officially gone. Into their place stepped Freemasons, a group that many important figures, including George Washington, were a part of. Any concern about the Illuminati was quickly replaced with concern about the Freemasons, and anti-Masonic groups began popping up everywhere. For quite some time, the Illuminati group lay fairly dormant in popular culture. Every now and then, something would be published about them, or a claim would be made that they had caused some unfortunate thing to happen, but most people didn't really think about them. However, in the 20th century, the Illuminati came back to the forefront of people's minds in a big way. They were used as part of fascist, anti-Semitic propaganda in the 1920s and 1930s. Some revisionist historians and conspiracy theories like Nesta Helen Webster and Edith Starr Miller claim that the Illuminati were actually a Jewish secret society, and they were trying to divide and conquer the world by supporting both capitalism and Soviet communism at the same time. Conspiracy theories about the Illuminati were also spread throughout the United States by those in fundamentalist Christian movements. During the Cold War, it was also alleged that the Illuminati were communists trying to destroy the evil capitalism of the West. It wasn't until the 1970s that the idea we have today of the Illuminati was born, when the Illuminatus book trilogy was published. This series is meant to be a satire. However, it also helped to create the most modern understanding of the Illuminati as an organization bent on world domination. It also helped to popularize the symbols that are typically associated with them today, the eye and the triangle. This is the interpretation of the Illuminati that resonates with us today and fuels many different conspiracy theories. The reason why the Illuminati is so popular now is because anyone can take any theory about them, find some coincidental evidence to fit their idea, share it on the internet, and have hundreds of thousands of people discussing it within a few days. The rise of the internet is, in many ways, the rise of the Illuminati. So, the Illuminati may or may not be real anymore, but there are still plenty of conspiracy theories about them. Let's dive into some of the more fascinating ones. The common perception of the Illuminati today is that their goal is to eventually take over the world and install a new world order. What is the New World Order, you might ask? Well, it's a complex rabbit hole to jump down, something with enough interesting information to consume an entire separate video in its own right. A basic summary of the New World Order is that there is a totalitarian government operating in secret, and they are responsible for a lot of what happens in the world. Think of them similar to puppet masters, pulling the strings of leaders all over the globe until eventually the world is ready for them to take over. It is alleged that the New World Order, and therefore the Illuminati, go all the way to the top. Important figures such as the President of the United States are not only fully aware of the order, but are also part of it themselves. So, if the New World Order does in fact exist, then where are they? Well, some believe that Denver Airport might be a part of their secret base of operations. Wait, an airport? Really? Well, this is no regular airport. First of all, Denver Airport is absolutely massive. It's twice the size of Manhattan, but strangely not even one of the busiest airports in the US. Its construction also ran way over both the estimated build time and budget. Many believe that the reason why the construction was so inefficient is because it wasn't just an airport that was being built. It was also a large amount of underground structures like buildings and tunnels. These hidden structures could be where the New World Order meets. Having their headquarters under an airport makes sense because it means it's easy for members to fly in and out from other nations. Other evidence that supposedly ties in the New World Order to the Denver airport is a capstone from the opening of the airport that has a Freemason symbol on it. This capstone also thanks the New World Airport Commission for their help in funding the airport. Then there's the bizarre artwork, including gargoyles, apocalyptic murals, and a giant blue horse with blazing red eyes. However, the New World Order is not just related to the Illuminati. Some people theorize that Freemasons are behind it, and others believe it's actually the work of every conspiracy theory staple, aliens. Whether the Illuminati really are part of the New World Order is yet to be seen, but it's certainly not the only thing they're allegedly involved with. Another common conspiracy theory is that many prominent world leaders, including the royal family, former presidents of the United States, and celebrities like Katy Perry and Madonna, are actually shape-shifting lizard people known as reptoids. These lizard people are able to shift between human and lizard form. Apparently, reptoids can be visually identified by their green eyes and red hair, and smiles that show their bottom teeth. They also have unexplained scars on their body, really love space, have excellent hearing and eyesight, and probably most telling, have a sense of not belonging to the human race. Reptoids are obviously not of this world. They are thought to be from Sirius or Orion, or the Draco constellation, which makes sense because Draco is the Latin word for dragon or serpent. But how are reptoids linked to the Illuminati? Well, they are believed by some to have formed both the Illuminati and the Freemasons as part of their plan for total world domination. It's always about world domination, isn't it? Reptoid celebrities like Madonna and Katy Perry aren't the only aspect of celebrity culture that the Illuminati are involved with. Did you know that some other popular celebrities, such as Britney Spears and Megan Fox, might actually be Illuminati clones? Well, probably not, but it's certainly an interesting theory. The story goes that the Illuminati clone celebrities in order to brainwash people. Apparently they have very advanced, very secretive cloning facilities, which they carry out their hidden agenda, along with Spears and Fox. Some of the other alleged high-profile celebrity clones are Eminem, a clone of Satanist, Zena LaVey, posing as Taylor Swift, and even Queen Bee herself, Beyonce. A man named Donald Marshall wrote a lengthy Facebook post claiming that not only was he a clone himself, but that he was from a cloning facility run by Queen Elizabeth, who, as mentioned in the earlier video, has extensive ties to the Illuminati and is also a reptoid. Marshall claims the cloning facility serves multiple purposes. Some clones are created for sacrifices, some clones are created for gladiator fights, some clones are created just as spare parts. According to Marshall, the more you clone someone, the more obedient the clones become, which is why so many celebrities are apparently Illuminati clones. They're easy to control by the Illuminati, who use them to spread their messages. And what has Marshall's clone been used for? Well, a wide variety of things. If you read his Facebook post, Marshall is not only apparently a gifted songwriter, he claims he writes most of the world's most famous pop songs, but he has also been tortured by many celebrities and world leaders. George Lucas also apparently set one of Marshall's clones on fire during the filming of Revenge of the Sith, so Hayden Christensen could get his screaming right. Oh, and it's his face on Megadeth's The World Needs a Hero album cover. Any evidence of celebrity clones is yet to be confirmed by anyone other than Donald Marshall. Even if celebrities aren't being cloned, many of them are still linked to the Illuminati. Two high-profile so-called Illuminati members are Jay-Z and Beyonce, either in clone form or regular form. Some of the proof that conspiracy theorists claim is the pyramid shape they make with their hands during public appearances, which is also the logo of Rockefeller Records, a company owned by Jay-Z. Pyramids and triangles are known symbols of the Illuminati. Blue Ivy, the first child of the couple, is supposedly an Illuminati member. Her name is alleged to stand for Born Living Under Evil, the Illuminati's very youngest. Or it could just be a nice name her parents liked. Who knows? Another celebrity who is rumoured to be a member of the Illuminati is Kanye West. The conspiracy theory goes that when he interrupted Taylor Swift at the 2009 VMAs, it wasn't intended to be rude. It was actually a way of initiating her into the Illuminati. He was allegedly hazing her. Understandably, all celebrities who have been alleged to be part of the Illuminati have either ignored the claims or straight up denied them. This hasn't stopped conspiracy theorists who believe that these celebrities are choosing or being forced to cover up their involvement with the organization. Are the Illuminati really controlling everything behind the scenes? Possibly. There is an Illuminati website you can visit, and you can even sign up to become a member of this version of the Illuminati. But it's certainly not the real deal. If the Illuminati are really behind such nefarious world-dominating plots, it's highly unlikely they'd have a Facebook page. Whether or not you believe the Illuminati is real anymore, it's certainly fascinating that a group formed hundreds of years ago still has a place within society today. Let us know what you think about the Illuminati, and any of the theories about them discussed in this video down in the comments below. If you like this video, why not share it with your friends, and then subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos just like this one.